Hello grade 7 learners, have a nice day. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'll be discussing to you about subtraction of integers. This is lesson 3 for week 3 in the first quarter. Let's have a short review first about addition of integers, since your knowledge in adding integers is very important in subtraction of integers. And hopefully you have watched my video on addition of integers. Remember, the rule in adding integers is when the signs are the same, remember to add and keep the sign, meaning copy the common sign. 2. When the signs are different, subtract and use the sign of the number with the greater absolute value. Now let's begin with number 1. Negative 2 plus negative 6. Same signs, so add and copy the common sign. So the common sign is negative. That is why we have negative 8. Number 2. Negative 2 plus 6. Different signs. So we have to subtract. 6 minus 2 is equal to 4. And copy the sign of 6, which is positive. That is why we have here positive 4. Next, 2 plus negative 6. Different signs, subtract. So 6 minus 2, that is equal to 4. Copy the sign of 6, negative, because negative 6 has greater absolute value. That is why our answer is negative 4. Lastly, 2 plus 6, like signs, add. So 2 plus 6 is 8, and they are both positive, so therefore the sign is also positive. Remember, when the signs are the same, just add and keep the sign. When the signs are different, subtract and use the sign of the number with greater absolute value. Now let's begin with the rule in subtracting integers. Okay, in subtracting integers, add the opposite or additive inverse of the subtrahend to the minuend. Then follow the rules for addition of integers. Now let us familiar with the subtrahend as well as the minuend. If we have here 8 minus 2 equals 6, 8 is what we call minuend, 2 is the subtrahend, and of course 6 is the difference. To elaborate further the rule in subtracting integers, you have to remember this. KCC. What does KCC mean? KCC stands for keep, change, change. Meaning to say, keep the first integer the same. So meaning to say we have to copy the minuend. Next, C, change. Change the subtraction sign to addition. The second C, change the sign of the second integer. Meaning to say we have to change the sign of the subtrahend. If it is positive, it will become negative. And if it is negative, it will become positive. And follow the rules for addition. Let's begin with the first example. 6 minus 2. Keep the first integer. So copy 6, change the operation to addition, and change the sign of the subtrahend. Positive became negative. Apply the rule in addition. So 6 plus negative 2, and like sign, subtract. So 6 minus 2 is 4. And copy the sign of a number with greater absolute value. So the sign of 6 is positive. That is why we have here positive 4. Another example. 6 minus negative 2. Remember, copy the first integer, the minuend. Change the operation to addition. Next, change the sign of the subtrahend. So, this is negative 2. This time, it became positive 2. Then, add. Apply the rule in addition. 6 plus 2 is 8. Same sign, add, and copy the common sign. Another example, negative 8 minus negative 13. The rule, copy the first integer or the minuend. Next, change the operation to addition. Negative 13 became positive 13. Now apply the rule in addition of integers. Negative 8 plus 13, unlike sign, 13 minus 8 is 5. Copy the sign of 13, which is positive because 13 has a greater absolute value than negative 8. That is why our answer is positive 5. Next, 12 minus negative 3. Copy the minuend. Next, change the operation to addition. Another C, change the sign of the subtrahend. So negative 3 became positive 3. Now apply the rule in addition. 12 plus 3, same sign, add. So 12 plus 3 is 15. And they are both positive, so our sign also is positive. Next example. Negative 13 minus negative 3. Copy the first integer, the minuend. Negative 13. C. Change the operation to addition. Another C. Change the sign of the subtrahend. And here we have to apply the rule in addition. Negative 13 plus 3, unlike sign, subtract. So 13 minus 3 is 10. Copy the sign of negative 13 because negative 13 has greater absolute value than 3. That is why our answer is negative 10. Another example, 1 minus 10. Remember the rule, copy the first integer or the minuend. Next, change the operation to addition. Next, this one is positive. Change the sign. So it became negative 10. And in here, we have to apply the rule in addition. So 1 plus negative 10, unlike sign, subtract. So 10 minus 1 is 9. And copy the sign of negative 10 because negative 10 has greater absolute value than 1. And that is why our answer here is negative 9. Next example, negative 9 minus negative 9. Remember the rule? Copy the first integer. Next, change the operation to addition. Next, negative 9, change to positive 9. And in here, we have to apply the rule in addition. So negative 9 plus 9, unlike sign, subtract. So 9 minus 9 is 0. 0 is neither positive nor negative. 0 is a neutral number. Last example, 0 minus 6. Remember the rule? Copy the first integer. Next, change the operation to addition. Positive 6, change to negative 6. In here, we have to apply the rule in addition of integers. So 0 plus negative 6. Unlike sign subtract, of course, 6 minus 0 is 6. And we have to copy the sign of negative 6, which is negative because negative 6 has greater absolute value than 0. That is why our answer is negative 6. Hopefully you learned for today's video, and don't forget to like or comment if you have questions regarding the video. Kindly share to other students for them to learn too and master the lesson. And please subscribe to be updated for more math lesson videos and turn on the bell for notifications. Before I end, let me share to you one of the verses from the Bible. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. James 1 verse 5. Again, thank you so much for watching. That's all for today, and God bless you all.